the lesson for today is titled, I love you this much.
Love you too,
So
Prophet.
people allow their present situation to determine the love that Jesus has for them. And this ignorance and lack of understanding is causing people to treat Jesus in a way that isn't loving. So I can only speak for myself. But if someone died for me, I would live for them. I would make it my mission to prove that them dying for me was worth the sacrifice. And Jesus didn't come here and take the easy way out. He didn't take any shortcuts. Jesus put himself through the extreme. Jesus put himself through the worst case scenario that no other human being has ever been through. The first thing he did was fasting for 40 days and for 40 nights. And I read many stories with people who died or came near death attempting to do this fast, which shows how extreme this fast was and also a warning not to do anything that God then ordained. See, when Jesus went into did the fast, he was led by the Holy Spirit into the wilderness to fast. But there's some people who's doing things that's not led by God. And then he wants to be honored by God when it wasn't ordained or directed for God to do it. So I see people there trying to do the Jesus fast, but due to the fact that it wasn't ordained by God, people came near death or end up dying trying to do it. So we gotta be mindful of these things that sounds good, but not ordained by God. See, not everything that sounds right is right. See, that's why we are called to acknowledge God in all of our ways so that our path can be directed. And I know, like many times where every time that God put in my spirit to fast, I asked him how long and what am I fasting from. Because now I know that he's on board with, like when he told me to fast from coffee, because this was something that he ordained me to do, I never got a headache. Because knowing, like when you stop drinking coffee a while, you start getting a headache. I never had a caffeine headache, and because God ordained me to fast from coffee, he covered that. He removed any thing that's going to make the fast difficult. So everything that we do, it gotta be ordained by God. And the last is that Jesus was Jesus' death. Jesus showed up in Jerusalem knowing that he was going to die. Jesus came to Jerusalem knowing that it was going to lead to the worst beating ever inflicted on another human being. But in Jesus' heart, he decided that we was worth it.